So, yeah, what are we doing today? We're talking about Q&As because we have a lot of them.
We had a lot of people write in saying things that they had questions about and giving us a lot of support, which we're so happy about.
Somebody wants to know our opinion on holding up smaller dresses to a person or saying that I have to imagine how it looks.
I think that's insulting.
Having their family try.
I'm sorry, we didn't even let you finish. But that is horrendous. Gianna, next question.
Do we have available dresses for people with shorter timelines or any off-the-rack gowns?
We do, indeed. But oh my god, we have some exciting news about what's coming.
Oh, I know what she's talking about.
The red dress. A red dress is coming. One of my favorite designers for shorter time periods is Essence.
Yeah.
Because I trust them with shipping.
You should be buying your dress about a year out from your wedding.
Yes.
You can go 11 months, you can go 10 months, you can go 8 months, you can go, the closer you get to the wedding, the less and less your options are open to you.
Can sleeves be added onto a dress built on, aside from the
yes,
sleeves?
they can, my loves. They can. So
yeah,
I tell my brides that once they buy their dress, they should stop looking.
They should
stop.
1,000%.
They should delete the app.
Yeah. Don't look at
and here I am trying on dresses every day. The Stevie sleeve.
Oh my god, again we're talking about this.
My god, it's my new upset. I am upset.
I know.
So when it comes to having multiple dresses, I'll never say no, because what's better than having one? And especially
I had two. I love it. What's next, Jay?
Alright, so this one again isn't a question, but she said, "You guys are the best. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for making my day so perfect, even when I had to move up my wedding."
Aww,
that's so sweet.
That was very sweet.
We love you.
We love you. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of
Brides, Booze, and Boobs. We have a special guest with us today.
Do.
One of probably the most special guests we'll ever have.
Yeah, you don't have to look at the camera.
Okay.
I do, though. I'm like, hello.
I never look at it. Every once in a while. Hello out there in YouTube world. It's Gianna, my daughter. So that's your famous introduction.
Thank you. It's very nice.
It was good.
The future CEO of the company.
Future CEO when I retire, which is going to be soon, because let me say, I'm freaking exhausted.
Soon? You can't retire soon.
Why?
You can't, I won't allow it.
Oh, damn it. Stinky. So, yeah, what are we doing today? We're talking about Q&As, because we have a lot of them.
We had a lot of people write in saying things that they had questions about and giving us a lot of support, which we're so happy about. So thanks to everyone. Yeah. But we wanted to make a whole episode just about questions that we received. So we have Gianna over here with her clipboard ready to go with all of her questions.
I'm going to yawn a lot. I'm just letting people know.
Apparently mid-afternoon is too late over here.
It's too late for us to do podcasts.
The day is flying, I do have to say.
Yeah, we got a lot done today, though, so that was good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get going.
Yeah,
What's our first question,
Gianna? Do we carry bridesmaid dresses, mother or guest dresses, or is it just wedding gowns?
Take it away, Curinne.
So we actually do not do bridesmaid dresses anymore. And I know a lot of people ask us why, and I'm going to give you the honest answer why we don't do bridesmaids.
We love honesty here.
I'm going to be completely honest, because girls come in, they try on the dresses, and they like them, and a majority of girls will just go online and buy the dress. And that's very difficult for brick and mortar stores, because we have to keep so many samples for bridesmaids, and there's adorable bridesmaid stores on Long Island that specialize in just bridesmaids, and you should go to those stores, because they're the go-to. And I do get it's probably a disservice for some of the plus size girls maybe, but we really did try. It just wasn't. It was just
honestly,
too many shoppers and not enough buyers.
We had them for years.
We had them for a long time. We only stopped them right before we came into the store. And in fact, we actually still had them in the beginning. If someone came in, we were still okay, well, we'll order. We just didn't have them out on the floor.
Yeah.
But bridesmaids are tricky. And bridesmaids kind of want perfection. And it's rough, I'm not going to lie.
In my honest opinion, I feel like when it comes to bridesmaids, you can get dresses that are like $100 to $150 online.
Yeah.
And those you can return. Like, you could do a try-on and return them all in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
And for that price, I feel like, why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
So the competition of
it was just too
bridesmaids,
much to
because also the dresses we have here aren't going to be that $100 to $150
right, they're not, because
range.
they're designer bridesmaid dresses, the ones, you know, like they're name brands, and they're just, you know, they're going to be a higher price point. We do still carry a Gianna Papel, the platinum collection. I did say that was the only one that I was going to keep, because it goes, you can wear it for prom, you can wear it as a mom, there's dresses that are for
black
them.
tie.
Black tie, evening dresses, bridesmaids. All my bridesmaids wore a Gianna Papel, so I kind of have like a soft spot for them. And personally, I think the dresses are freaking beautiful, and you're not going to find that. It's hard to get that, so Gianna Papel is the only one that we currently stock, so that's it. So that's, if you want to consider that a bridesmaid. Moms, we have very small selection. Not
very
huge,
heavily beaded. It's a very specific
There's some chiffon
mom
ones, but it's a specific mom. We are predominantly bridal. So, and then we have dresses in the front of the store for occasions. So if you have a shower to go to, a lot of our brides were asking, where can I get clothes? Because there just isn't really that many places anymore on Long Island to go and try on plus size clothes, and that's really a shame.
It really is a shame.
It really is.
I do think so. Are we allowed to talk about potential plans of opening?
I mean, we can. It's just, it's more of like, we just don't have a timeline for it because of everything that's going on. If anyone doesn't know, like, economically what's happening. Anything.
I'm pretty sure we're all aware.
I'm pretty sure we're all aware about gas prices and things like that. Yeah. And before it was in the plans, but now we've kind of put it
on hold.
We put it on hold right now because it doesn't really make sense, and you know, we don't want to compromise the store itself. Brides are first and foremost. And that is our number one priority. And then everything else kind of is. We love everybody else. We love our moms. We love our maids.
Yeah.
Well,
but we love our
brides. We just basically said we don't love our maids. But anyway. We do love you. It's just that we just can't service you too.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's just so much competition with online right now for maids. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that for my wedding, I'm going to have them buy from Revelry or Zazie just because it's they're trusted companies and they're cheap and they're easy.
I get it. Yeah. But as a store owner, and I'm sure many store owners in the past would say, the online industry definitely did kill that certain brick and mortar situation.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen for bridal, though. Bridal's too niche.
Yeah, so. I hope not. I hope it stays like that. But if you can shop small. You should stay. Don't buy online for bridal. It's just not. Bridesmaids is different. That's just a different. It's just a different situation. But for bridal, you shouldn't buy online. I know a lot of girls that bought even dresses from Etsy that they were like. I know one girl, she bought like a skirt and like this bodysuit situation, and she brought the dress in, and I was like.
I remember her.
What the hell is that?
Really?
Even she was like, holy shit. Like, she wanted to buy a dress from us.
How much did she spend on a dress from Etsy?
Remember. Honestly, it was so many years ago. I really don't remember what she spent. I don't think it was like super cheap. And the picture looked nothing like what she purchased. It was this beautiful tulle skirt. It was so pretty. And when she got it, oh God, it was just not good.
Yeah.
I wonder if... Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, you have to realize anybody can be a seller on Etsy. Anybody in the whole... Yeah. I'm a seller on Etsy. Yeah, so, like, I mean, it's just... It's hard. You take a chance. Like, you at least know when you go into a store like this that you have designers here, and they are well known for their construction techniques. Like, when you buy something on Etsy, you could be hitting the jackpot, but you could also be buying something that could never work.
Exactly. So, like, you just don't know. Like, you just don't know what you're getting. And for everything. Bridal, I think that you need to either go to a store and try things on, or if you're going to go the custom route, I think two things need to happen. Number one, you need to know that you're going to spend money. Like, you're going to spend money. And number two, you need to meet that person and get to know them and trust them that they're going to make the dress that you want. Ask about their work, like that type of situation. Sorry, I didn't know if these people were gonna walk in the store. I was like, But yeah, those I think are the two most important things.
Agreed. All right, Gianna, next question.
Do we have available dresses for people with shorter timelines or any off-the-rack gowns?
We
do, indeed. So,
indeed.
One of my favorite designers for shorter time periods is Essence.
Yeah.
Because I trust them with shipping.
They're fairly quick, like, and they've pretty much not had too many delays.
Knock
they're
on
pretty
wood.
good.
I haven't really seen many delays with Essence.
No, I know. Knock on it.
Yeah.
So if you have a shorter time period, like a time frame,
like their rush is still available.
There are rushes for certain designers. Some designers completely cut that out for the time being, just because of the state of the world that we're in.
They've completely cut it out, and their shipping is extended.
Yes.
So we're not looking at that. You know, it's every designer's different. So you can't even say, oh, you're looking at a 16-week timeline, or you're looking at a 25-week timeline. You're looking at more. It really just depends on the designer.
Yeah, but so it highly depends on. There's a couple things we can do. We can go with designers that we know have ship dates that are sooner, or we can look to see if some dresses are in stock for a certain time.
Yeah, depending on your size. But 9 times out of 10, and it's so sad, they don't really usually have stock, and you know that.
I know.
It's sad, but it's bridal as it is. Like, it's very few and far between that we find stock of anything.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I feel like with sleeves and accessories and veils, we always can pull from stock almost. I mean, I haven't really run into many issues.
It depends. Yeah, it depends. Or we can get them a little bit faster. Like, I think the Essence fails take almost just as long as the dresses do.
Yeah.
It's not. We can't always pull those from stock.
But then, if all else fails, and your stylist is like, "Whoa, this is way too close to the wedding," we do have some off the rack dresses that I would argue are stunning. Yeah, and in amazing condition.
Some of the dresses in the sample section, it's so funny. They came to the shop, and for whatever reason, they were discontinued within weeks or months, and that always blows my mind, because I'm like, I just bought the sample.
We have some beautiful gowns back there.
There's some beautiful gowns that have never
been on the floor.
No, or have never even been tried on. So, and that's usually why a dress would get discontinued quicker. It's not moving. The designer sees that it's not moving, and it's not doing that great. So, it's not that it's not doing great, or that it's not that it's an ugly dress. It's that there aren't enough people to make a demand for it. So then the dress goes out, it gets discontinued, or it's just been there for too long, and like that type of thing. But there's some dresses back there that have literally never been tried on. Never. And you're buying a dress at a discounted rate, or depending on how long it's been here, how the dress looks, if the condition, you can get a discount based on that, and you're getting a brand new dress. So
yeah,
it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Like, why not?
And there are beautiful dresses back there.
I took my dress off the floor.
The only issue that you run into, you might run into then with off the rack is you want to get something close to your size, unless it's fully strapless, because of the alterations that are required to make it fit you. Right. Which, if you have questions about alterations, we have a whole episode about that.
That was our last
episode.
Oh no, the one before. Oh no, is it this past one? Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. It's episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So refer to episode 4 if you have any questions about alterations, because we spent an hour talking about them.
We did. It was almost an hour. I think that's been our longest podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about alterations all day and night, just because I feel like a lot of people don't know a lot about alterations.
Yeah, it's definitely, that's a really informative podcast for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so if you are a bride whose wedding is coming up in the next couple months, or you're like, there are so many options. And all you have to do is come in here, and give us a call, and we'll go through all the options, and don't worry, we'll find something beautiful for you. We'll find the one here.
The one.
I'm 100% certain of it.
What's next, G-Money?
That same person also wanted to know what the best timeline for delivery and how far out from their wedding that they should order.
The best timeline for okay, so I feel like this is a very simple answer. You should be buying your dress about a year out from your wedding.
Yes.
You can go 11 months, you can go 10 months, you can go 8 months, you can go, the closer you get to the wedding, the less and less your options are open to you. So now it's going to depend on what designer is able to get it in time. So you could fall in love with the dress, but we might not be able to get it.
Yeah.
So if you want,
which is just heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking because you're like, I want this, and this, and I'm like, okay, well, I have that, but unfortunately, we can't get that delivered in time for your wedding. If you want to have the dress that you want and you want to have it in a, you know, a timely fashion, come like a year out. And we get that that's not always possible, but if you can do it a year out.
I bought my dress a year and a half out.
You can, I say don't go over 18 months. I said anything over that is just a little, it's too much. Anything over 18 months is
because
too
you
much.
don't want styles to completely change.
Yeah, styles change, trends change. It's very simple, I feel like, for timeline.
Yeah, I mean,
try to buy a year out.
Yeah. The sooner the better when it comes to that stuff. But don't do like 2 years. Don't do 2.5 years.
It's too much.
That's
we have girls that call and they're like, oh, my wedding's in the end of 2024. You're just too far out.
Yeah.
If you search Pinterest, start looking at trends, but to shop now, you know, don't forget too that when you go shopping, there are so many girls that are shopping for their weddings that are coming up now. So, you know, like to come in too soon and like, I don't want to say that without like being you're taking out a spot from like a girl that needs it. You kind of are in a way.
I mean, our
and I know it's exciting, and you want, especially weekends. Like if you want to do that, maybe go during the week to a store or whatever it is. Yeah. But it I know that sounds terrible, but it really does, because it's not just like coming into Macy's and like flipping through the, you know, the dress racks. Like
it's a 90-minute appointment.
Yeah, it's,
with
you know,
someone.
You're here for like a good 90 minutes to 2 hours, so you want to definitely and like we said, trends change, so
trends do change, and you don't want to have dress regret.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because then people will come in, like I've had it before, where people will come in like 3 months to the wedding day and they're like, oh, but I was looking at other styles, and like,
right,
you already bought your dress.
Oh, I'm not really sure, is this really what I wanted?
And these aren't cheap.
Kind of stuck with it now, we can't return it, so unless you want to buy another dress, that's fine too.
$2,000 at least. So
I tell my brides that once they buy their dress, they should stop looking.
They should
1,000%.
They should like delete the app.
Like, yeah. Don't look at.
And here I am trying on dresses every day.
But you still love yours.
I do still love mine, and that's how you know too. Like when you found the one, it's like no dress really compares to it.
Right, exactly.
So for me, I'm just like, these dresses are beautiful, and I love them all, but
they're not the one.
They're not mine.
Yeah.
Like, and my dress is me, I feel like. So.
Exactly.
But still, I mean, you can't keep trying on. You can't keep looking. It's
exactly.
It's better for everyone if you just
1,000%.
Yeah. Out of sight, out of mind.
So this one's not a question, but she said, well, it's kind of a question. She was saying, is there going to be more of the posts with the 3 different body shapes? She said she's sick of seeing only what dresses look like on thin bodies. The majority of customers are not a size 0, and it's extremely difficult to shop online when there's no way to tell what a dress actually looks like.
I mean, we like doing the 3 body shapes because then people can see. You know, anything from like a mid-size bride all the way up to curvy and plus. So I like doing the 3, like showing it on 3 different styles, or at least 2.
Yeah.
So you can see like a mid-size and a curvy bride. Yeah, it's rough. We have the same thing, honestly, like when we look at the dresses. Not all of the dresses are on Curvy Models. We actually did a post about this on TikTok. Not all the dresses, the samples that we're seeing are on Curvy Models. So sometimes we see them and we have to think, is this going to work on a plus size girl? Will this be flattering for a plus size girl? I mean, I think a lot of the dresses in here are flattering.
Oh, yes.
Like I think, now it's been quite a few years, and when the reps come, I'm kind of like, okay, no, next. I kind of can, see what will work and what doesn't. And then of course we listen to our brides too. So like when they're coming in and brides are asking for certain things, we take mental note of that. What are girls asking for as mid-size and curvy brides? Curvy ladies.
Yeah. Didn't you have a designer actually come to you and ask if what trends are with
I mean, yeah, when the reps come, they'll ask, what, and we've had other designers ask, what do you see girls asking for in your shop, because they want to know, like, what is it that the curvy girl wants? Mm-hmm. What is it that you know, a plus size woman is looking for? So you know, they'll ask different stores like their opinions on, like, you know, tell us, like, what is it that they're looking, so they can make the dresses. Mm-hmm. You know, they want to make dresses that you're gonna like just as much as, you know, we want to have them in the shop. So we get discouraged too when something doesn't come in, or it comes in and I'm like, oh, if this just had, you know, because again, it is sometimes just a picture, or it's a girl on a runway and she is a sample size. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, you're looking at that and I'm thinking, okay, this will work, and then it comes in and I'm like, okay, that does not work.
Yeah.
Majority of the times it does, but sometimes it doesn't, and I'm just like, this has to really go out back.
There's one dress that we have here that I absolutely love. The only thing about it, that because I tried it on too and I was like, I love this dress, mm-hmm. but the only thing about it was the dropped waist.
Okay.
That was one of the things that I was like
the drop waist.
Yeah.
See,
and I feel like
so it's, the drop waist is very difficult, because I feel like for me, a drop waist isn't, I don't love a drop waist, but certain girls need a drop waist.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just, they like it, they want it, they come in and they ask for it. So there's a certain aspect, like you also want to be able to like appeal to like all different types of bodies. You know, the one thing, it's really funny that if you look around the shop, we really don't have any empire waists.
We don't, but a lot of people come in and ask for them.
Yeah, and it's, I have to tell
every
you,
day.
Because honestly, well, number one, I haven't really seen, there were a couple of dresses we had when we first opened that were empire, and I haven't seen any empire waists lately, and the ones that I have seen aren't jumping out at me where I would say a bride would pick this. They're more like meh, and to me, I think that as a business owner and a buyer for the, you know, for my company, I feel like people come in and they go, well, she needs an empire waist because she's plus size.
Oh my god, I hate that.
That is like the worst. Like, you don't need an empire waist just because you're plus size. So I almost,
don't get me started.
I know it sounds silly, but I'm almost like, no, we don't have any.
I also feel like stores,
I almost get like a little like, oh no, sorry, can't help you.
Also, I feel like stores like Torrid or Lane Bryant, they have a lot of like shirts that don't really cinch at the waist too much. So I feel like when people think of an empire waist, they're almost thinking of a natural waist.
True.
But just the majority of plus size clothes don't have that.
You can do a natural waist that hits just like even an inch above the natural waist, and it makes a huge difference.
Oh my god.
You don't have to have an empire waist that's all the way like underneath your boot. Like,
that's also an alterations thing.
What, that people ask to raise?
No, like you could if it's hitting at your natural waist and you're like, I kind of want it a little bit higher, like just like what you're saying, an inch above.
Right.
You can do that in alterations, but can I say something controversial about empire waist? It gives me pregnancy vibes.
If you hold, depending on where you hold your weight though. Mm-hmm. If you hold your weight in your midsection, and you know, and you're more apple shaped, and then you put an empire waist on.
I think even for me though, I don't carry my weight, and like I'm not apple shaped. I'm very much like bottom heavy. I feel like, and when I put on an empire waist, you can't see my waist.
He's got back over here.
Love them curves. But even when I put on something that's empire waist, you think it's going to be flattering on you, and then all of a sudden you're like, I kind of, you can't see my, you know, tinier waist.
Because it's too high. It's not. I mean, listen, I have some cute like baby doll shirts and stuff like that I'll wear with like jeans.
But yeah, I do feel like the empire waist gives off that pregnancy vibe, and like, you know, it's almost like you're trying to cover, you know, when you're like trying so hard to cover something that you're just drawing attention to it.
Yes.
Kind of like sleeves.
Yeah.
And
it can actually make you look heavier. It doesn't even necessarily mean to make you like, or make you look pregnant, but it can make you look heavier depending on, again, how your body type is.
Yes.
So like, I don't want to knock like empire waist completely, because like I said, there's some like cute baby doll shirts that are like have the empire,
and I do have some of those.
Yeah, and they're adorable, and I have
it
like
depends on the style, it depends on the dress.
It's 100%. It depends on your body type. But yeah, it's for me, for bride right now, I haven't seen any that are wowing me. I'd rather say I'm sorry we don't have it than say, yes, let me show you this ugly frock.
Yeah, and then going back to the sleeve thing, like for me too. At first when I started thinking about like getting my dress, I thought I wanted sleeves because I hate my arms. I hate my arms. And now every time I try on a dress that has sleeves, I feel enormous. It's not like I'm covering up an insecurity. I feel huge when I'm wearing a dress that has sleeves.
I feel like that. I feel like the dress is like swallowing me.
Yep, I look in the pictures, I'm like, oh my god. And so, I mean, a lot of people come in, they're like, I definitely want sleeves, I definitely want sleeves. And majority of the time...
Almost all the time, they leave without sleeves.
Yeah.
Because I always tell them, when they put on sleeves, sometimes people, instead of being like, oh my god, look at the bodice of their dress, they're like, oh my god, let's look at your sleeve.
Yeah.
Right, and then people are their eyes drawn to the detailing on the sleeve and not like...
Can I talk about my favorite thing right now?
What?
You know.
Oh, what? The one dress with the Stevie sleeves?
Every dress with the Stevie sleeves. If you have me...
Go to our TikTok today because it's on there.
If you have me as a stylist... I'm sorry in advance because I'm going to be telling you all about these sleeves. Because they're these like detachable sleeve that you can add to almost any dress for only like, it's not very expensive at all. It's like $250.
I mean, yeah, well, it depends on the sleeve.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're pretty. Listen, when you're buying like I know this is going to, again, like it's not to sound like whatever. You're buying, let's say, a $2,200 wedding dress. And you're like, I really want sleeves, and then we show you the sleeves that go with the dress, and the dress it's only $200. You're literally getting like a brand new dress for now $2,450. Like it just makes sense. Oh, it just makes sense. Where's my TikTok, damn it?
It really does though, and it's my new favorite thing because you can have one look for like the church. As many times as you remove want them, put them back on. We're having a technical difficulty over here. Don't spit out on these microphones.
Did you even hear what happened? It like whistled when I put my... Just continue. Carry on.
I think we can move on to the next question.
What's the next question?
Do we carry corsets, lingerie, or robes, or will we in the future?
Ooh, Curinne.
So we had lingerie. We do not currently have the stock out. We're working on our lingerie line again. If that goes in a good direction, we want to make sure that it's better than the last one. So maybe looking towards the fall for that.
Ooh.
That really depends.
I'm very intrigued.
Like late fall, mid to late fall. I'm thinking if that goes, everything goes through. It's something that we're working on, but I don't want to rush through it. I want it to be good, and I want it to be something that I can be proud of. The last, it just didn't, with manufacturing and stuff like that, just didn't work out, and I don't want to run into that problem again.
Yeah.
Shapewear, there's no plans to do shapewear. I think there's tons of shapewear out there. I don't want to compete against Kim Kardashian. She can have her
But we also
skins.
have a place very close by that has great shapewear that I refer all the time.
In Patchogue.
Shout out
to Blums and Patchogue.
That's who I always recommend because they have everything under the sun.
Yeah, they have so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go get skim. We've heard wonderful things about Skims.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful things. And then there's another one too that I've heard great things about, Honey Love.
I have heard things about them too.
Yes, I have heard good things.
A lot of people go to
try them out. If you've tried Honey Love, I would love to know. What?
Mary's Corsetier. We have her business card right there.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Amanda used to rave about her.
Yeah, I don't know where that business card is though.
Oh, here it is.
If I'm
right
being
there,
honest though.
Let's talk about it.
Can I talk about I think if you are looking for a corset specifically for your bridal gown, I say wait, hold off, because your dress has a built-in corset in it, and you usually don't need to add another corset underneath because it only adds more thickness to the dress itself.
Yes.
So I would wait until after your first, try on with your dress.
Right.
See how it's built, because a lot of the times just you're adding more thickness.
You should have time between your try on and your alterations to get the correct undergarments.
Yeah.
Unless you know that they're like, okay, I need something with like a low back, like I need this for that. So
yeah, like even like if you're like, okay, I know my breast needs support, and you're like, I definitely can't just do cups, like sewn in cups, you can go buy a nice bra that's going to support you, and it could be sewn into the dress so it never lifts over that line.
So robes, we have our own stretch charmeuse. Welcome back. We have our own stretch charmeuse satin robes. They're made for our store here at Ivory, Maine. They are made for plus size women. You can
the best quality.
They're so the fabric is amazing. They are a little bit thicker. They're not see-through. You can wrap them. You can sit in them. They're really nice. I mean, I really like them. So those are the robes that we currently have. But we have more robes coming in our lingerie collection. Those would be more like day of getting ready, really pretty, like lacy. And then we have some cute little baby dolls. And then we also have like for nighttime robes.
Ooh.
So yeah, oh, I love it. What's next, G?
All right, so this one again isn't a question, but she said, "You guys are the best. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for making my day so perfect, even when I had to move up my wedding."
Aww,
that's so sweet.
That was very sweet.
We love you.
We love you, and we love you.
You know my new thing now that I keep doing? Goodbye.
I do that.
I know, because of you. I do it. I do it to my cats.
From Disney.
I feel like we've been doing that since the Disney princesses came into the store that day.
That's from one of the movies, but now I can't.
I never saw about the Disney movies.
That's how I
What?
leave my cats.
I've never seen a lot.
It's like Cinderella.
I've
or
never
Snow
seen
White.
Cinderella.
I don't know. It's from one of the traditional ones.
I haven't seen Cinderella
You're
or
rubbing
Snow
off on
White.
me.
That is bizarre. No, she
No, I'm not
You've
lying.
seen Cinderella.
I've seen parts of Cinderella. I've never watched the whole movie though in like one
Don't
sitting.
look at me. She would literally never sit for a movie when she was a child.
I
The
don't
only
think
thing she ever watched was Blue's Clues and Charlie and Lola. She used to walk around with a British accent because of Charlie and Lola.
No, that other show.
Mom, are we going around the world today? Mom. Mommy.
That other
Mommy.
that other
like,
Chinese show.
You're not English, Gianna.
That other Chinese show I watched too. Mummy said I used to speak Chinese to her.
Kailan.
Yeah.
That was a
good show.
That was the cutest show. The only
show.
one, I have to be honest. I know it's super educational, Dora. And I didn't like Dora. I thought the show was very cute. But the pauses in Dora used to drive me insane. I'm like, why are we waiting 45 seconds for the... What color is this? Blue! Come on!
I also didn't love... I used to like it, but now I don't like it. Caillou. I was not a fan. I'm not.
You know what? There's a lot of controversy wrapped around Caillou. Let's just leave it there.
Really? Oh, I don't know this. But...
People are like, I don't know. Like, I don't even want to talk about Caillou. Let's just leave it alone. I think Caillou's cranky. And that little turtle that you used to watch was cranky too.
Turtle? I watched a turtle.
Some of the cartoons that the kids watched back when Gianna was little, I felt were a little...
I watched like, Peppa Pig a lot.
Oh my god, Peppa Pig was so cute because she used to hop around in muddy puddles. But anyway.
Wait, I've seen those... Wait,
I don't know how the hell we got
TikTok.
this conversation.
There's one TikTok that goes around like all the time of Peppa Pig with the phone, and it's the most hysterical thing ever.
Yes. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Mommy Pig and Daddy Pig. Wait, it's the turtle, what was his name? Franklin. He was.
Oh my god.
You know what? Franklin had issues.
I do.
I just only remember being a little.
He was adorable. The cartoon was very cute.
He had
but
issues?
I was like, Franklin, you need to get your shit together.
Issues.
I was just
therapy session for Franklin.
I felt like he was always pissed off about, like, I don't know, there was something about Franklin. He rubbed me the wrong way.
Maybe Franklin had anger issues.
What's
no,
the
I'm
other
saying,
one?
like, I felt like at times, I'm like, they made him a little, like, spoiled.
Did you watch The Backyardigans?
Like a little brat. Oh my god,
I think I did.
I think I did.
I don't really remember that.
People
have told me.
I could literally recite the song.
People have told me I watched them, but I don't remember it.
What? That was my favorite. My mom used to make me bagel bites, and I would sit in front of the TV and watch The Backyardigans, eating my bagel bites every day.
I don't like bagel
bites.
What?
Ow,
you don't like bagel bites?
I don't.
She doesn't like bagel bites. They're very
terrible.
Alright, Gianna, what the hell is the next question, Gianna?
Leigha doesn't like me anymore.
I'm offended. I don't like bagel bites.
Gianna,
I could survive off of that.
I will eat a bagel.
You might as well be like, I don't like brides.
I'll
She
eat a
works in a
bagel or
bridal
I'll
shop
eat
then.
pizza, but I don't like them together.
She will not eat pizza.
I
Oh
don't
my God.
usually
We need
eat
to change
pizza,
the subject. This is going to turn into the mother and daughter fight with each other on the couch channel.
I don't usually,
Podcast.
but sometimes
This is a horrible. We can't have Gianna on ever again. Gianna, you're
that's
done.
so sad. Tell us in the comments if you like Gianna.
No.
Keep her, yay or nay.
My skirt is like riding up. This is terrible.
Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, bring Gianna back.
Bring Gianna back. Bring the mother and the daughter that fight on the thing back.
I haven't thought.
We'll get like really good ratings. Well, the fact that you just said I eat pizza is bullshit.
Sometimes I do. It wouldn't be a food that I chose, but sometimes if we're at like a party and they have pizza, I will eat pizza.
What do you not like about it?
Because it's rude to be like, take this crap away from me
yes,
at a party.
it wouldn't be something that I chose to eat, but I will eat it if I must.
Okay, fine, Gianna.
Okay,
Whatever
next
you say.
question.
Next question. Moving along.
Can sleeves be added onto a dress like built on, aside from the sleeves?
Yes, they can, my loves. They can.
They can.
They can, and they will. And if you have me as a stylist, I will force
So if you
it.
have a strapless dress, they have to build up the
Yes.
whole strap to make a sleeve. So you're looking at more work. If you have a strap that they can build off of, it's still a lot of work, but it can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done.
You can purchase an already made sleeve.
Yeah. If it has a strap, and then they could do.
Oh,
you could
yeah.
do detachables. They can put
Detachable is my favorite. The Stevie sleeve.
Oh my God! Again, we're talking about the
my
Stevie
God,
sleeve.
it's my
She's
new
like
obsessed.
obsessed.
I am obsessed.
I know.
Obsessed.
Like I am.
I really am.
We know. We know.
I want to buy it for like my dress too. Even though, will they go together? I don't know.
When your dress comes in, we'll check it out.
I know. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Because it's like 2 dresses for the price of 1.
It is. It actually might. I'll have to see your dress. I need to see a picture of it again.
I'll show you.
We'll
Don't
find
worry.
out. So yes, the answer to your question is yes.
This one's somebody wanted to know if we carried green wedding dresses.
We do not.
No, but oh my God, we have some exciting news about what's coming.
Oh, I know what she's
the
talking
red
about.
dress?
The red dress.
Excited.
The red dress.
A red
from
dress
Maggie
is
Sotero
coming.
It's coming. It's coming in the fall. It'll be.
You know
here.
how many brides I've had come in and say, "Do you have any red dresses?"
There was
and I want to be like, yes.
and I picked the one that I liked, and
You
the other
picked the
one
best one.
So
You
there
picked
was
the
2
scarlet. I'm
that
so happy.
they both come in red. The one I purchased, I believe, in ivory, and the other one I purchased in red. But we can show you a picture of the red in the other dress. But at least you'll see the red on a different dress.
Yeah.
So
right now the colors of dresses that we have in the store are going to be red. We have black,
Champagne.
and we have a light Cinderella blue.
Oh,
which is
we have a
full
purple
done.
veil.
What's it called?
Sky blue.
Sky blue.
Yeah.
Is it sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
It literally looks like Cinderella, but I love it.
It does
So
look
if
like
you're
Cinderella's
if you're a
dress.
non-traditional bride, we've got you. That's for sure.
Seriously.
And honestly, I feel like a mom might even want a red dress.
I want to wear it to
people-
my prom.
I would too. Did we talk about this on a podcast yet
Yes,
about the
the
red?
red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's
We'll
controversial.
do a
but-
bigger podcast with that, with like do's and don'ts and like
Yeah.
what myths I would say, like
Yeah.
what you should and shouldn't do. There's a lot of myths out there.
Well, they
it's
say, like,
2022.
yeah.
Honestly, do whatever the heck you want. But
That's
that
how I
needs to be
feel.
an entire
Yeah.
podcast about
Ooh,
myths.
that'd be good. Is it too much to have 3 wedding gowns?
Absolutely not.
Definitely.
It is
I'd
not.
say do 4.
Oh my God. Do as many as you want.
4, do
Now
6.
I'm like, do I want 3?
Your
I'm
second
doing-
one is stunning.
Thank you. I'm doing 2 dresses, so I will always be here to support you and make you feel like it's not a bad
I'm
idea.
gonna change it. I'm just gonna hold it.
So you could just hang up on them?
Well, no, I'll just turn the ringer off. Well, it'll send it to the voicemail. I'm sorry if you're calling the shop right now. Oh God.
So when it comes to having multiple dresses, I'll never say no, because what's better than having one? And especially
I have 2.
Especially if you're changing,
that's true.
because
I did.
say you have a fitted gown, and then do you want to be in your mermaid dress not moving your legs all night? No.
Well, it depends. It depends.
Me, I'm like, I want, when after dinner, after everything's said and done, I'm going to be dancing so hard, I would rip my dress. So I definitely have to have a second dress.
Which leads us to another podcast.
Oh, I can't wait for that podcast.
Yeah, we're not even going to
don't
say what
worry.
it is.
Yes, just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But yes, I think
Yeah.
multiple dresses all the way. I will always, always support that.
I have 2 questions too, but Gianna, how many? Give me another one. I have 2 questions.
Can we let people try on dresses for fun?
No, we cannot.
No.
Unfortunately,
Sadly,
wait,
no.
this is, I feel bad, but the problem is that these dresses, they have to be in pristine condition for brides that want to come and look at them. This is another reason why when we ask people, can you please not touch the dresses? Can you not, we want the brides to see what the dress is going to look like. If our dresses are, I want, like, handled a lot by different people and, like, kind of, like, thrown around and everyone's pulling at them, they lose beads, they lose lace, they rip, the tulle rips, they get dirty. The oils on your fingers, like, we basically only touch them and the brides. And some of the dresses have been here for like a year and a half and they start to, like, the color starts to fade. They don't look as new. So unfortunately, as much as I would love to say, sure, come in and play dress up, it's just, you're taking time away from a bride that really needs the appointments to come in and look. And it's just, unfortunately, it's just not fair. It's not fair to them. It's not fair. You know, these dresses are very expensive.
They are.
People think that they're the dresses, we get them for dirt cheap. I'm here to tell you, we do not.
Oh my God, we do not.
There is, like, not, yeah, no.
Yeah.
They're not dirt cheap. They're very expensive for us to buy and
my
have them in
God,
the shop.
they
And that's
are.
another
Yeah.
thing. A lot of people will come in and they go, oh, you rent these? I go, rent them. No, I have to buy every single dress that's in the shop. Every dress that you see on the rack, I have bought, I own it. So I could get married 450 times.
You
That's
could.
a lot. That's a lot of times.
That is a lot of times.
Many times.
Yeah. I'm up for the task.
That's a lot of money invested.
I was gonna say that is.
There's a lot of money invested in bridal shops, and you know, just
be a little bit mindful of that.
Yeah, just be mindful of that when you come in, and you know, don't play dress up. But also too, if you are here with your family, don't pull at the dresses. They're so delicate. The beating, they're so delicate.
Yeah.
And they're so expensive. Like, you wouldn't go into, like, what's a like
a museum.
They don't. Well, I'm not a museum.
Michael
Don't touch
Kors and, like,
anything.
throw the popcorn.
I don't know. Like, yeah, it's like you wouldn't go into, like, a fine china shop and be like, let me pick up this dish and, like, just
you can look.
manhandle it.
Yeah.
Is that can you say manhandle?
Yeah.
I don't know what I can say and say not say anymore, so.
No, but that's very true. And if you hear us say, like, please don't touch the dresses, it's not because we're being mean and don't want you to be involved. We want you to be involved, and I say you can look, but we just, you know, I even wash my hands before I touch these dresses because, you know, we just know how expensive they are, and it's not like a $5 dress that we get or we rent them.
Yeah.
It's
a lot.
They're our precious babies.
Come on down.
Not a question.
Like, are we on the basis, right?
Oh, good. Someone got my reference. Come on down.
It's not a question again, but
did you see my meme about Family Feud yesterday on my Instagram?
Yes.
Is that hysterical? I want someone to do that. If you don't follow me on Instagram,
throw your ad.
What is my at? Corinne Michelle?
Yeah.
Is it just Corinne Michelle?
I think
or is
there's
it
an underscore.
Hold, please let me check. Come follow me because I post really funny things in my stories.
The funniest things.
Yeah, it's Corinne. That's with a U and one R and two N's. Underscore Michelle with one L, by the way. Anyway, you can find me on our meme page. But I post really funny memes because I think they're hysterical. I'm not offending anybody.
They are hysterical.
Yeah.
I literally crack up laughing.
Especially mine with the ones I do with Paul.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I know, they're really funny.
your renovation.
My renovations. He wasn't in the mood yesterday for the renovations.
I didn't
So
get
I
to
was
watch
like,
those.
say hi, babe. And then I was like, oh, forget it. Never mind.
Oh, forget it.
Never mind. Don't say hi, babe. We're moving on. Look at my tile. Okay, what's next?
All right, not a question, but somebody said they were the prettiest shop in town.
Aww.
And then the next one is
I love
actually a
that.
question for us.
Oh.
They asked if we're a fan of ruffles and layers, if they're becoming more popular, or is it more of like a traditional
I
A-line
think that's a
straight
personal
tulle?
preference. I don't prefer ruffles or tiers, but that's just me.
I didn't until the timbri came in.
The timbri is very
I
pretty.
love the
I'm
timbri.
just saying there are dresses that are beautiful. I just personally wouldn't wear, but that doesn't mean that there's dresses
Oh
that
yeah,
are gorgeous.
I don't think the rough. I don't know. I'm torn because it depends on the
I like
dress.
longer tiers too. If you're gonna
Yes.
have tiers, I like the longer
Yeah.
ones.
But it is very much in right now. Do I think that it is timeless? No,
Definitely.
I
do
don't
not.
think it's timeless.
Timeless.
I think
satin.
it's a trend.
Yeah, but
Timeless is satin.
This is definitely a trend, but who's to say that trends are bad? You know,
even
so.
the lace changes.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, you know, you'll see if you go back like even like 5 years, you can see the lace on the dresses has changed dramatically, and that's once again to say why we say don't buy your dress too soon, because the trends change drastically. But if you're going for a traditional bridal look, there's usually
I mean,
satin.
I do love tiers.
I love
I love satin too.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I can't. It's just gorgeous.
But I do love like the tiers, especially with the horsehair layers, and it really is like the princess dress. It like makes you feel like a princess.
It does, yeah. It's definitely like, should I say ethereal?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. It's very like airy and flowy, and like if you want that, if you're looking for that, I don't know. There's something about it. It's very pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's just not for me. But I think they're beautiful. I've seen dresses, girls, like the Timbri is beautiful. It's a gorgeous gown.
With the Timbri.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just try that on just for.
You haven't tried it on yet?
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
No, because Gianna always has it on.
You're a Timbri hog?
Yeah.
She's a Timbri whore.
I actually had a bride say yes to the dress after putting the Timbri on. First dress ever, and I was like, okay, well, we have others to try. And she's like, no, can I take this one? Please and thank you. And I was like,
she knows what she wants. I'm all for those brides. Like, she put it on and was like, nope, this is it.
Yeah, she's like, I don't need to try anything else on. And I was like, are you sure? Because we have a 90-minute appointment. Are you positive? And she was like, no, I'll take this. I'm good.
I'm almost positive Maggie changed their Timbri, and now the horsehair of the tulle has like a lot more glitter than.
I love that part of it.
You can add a glitter layer to it.
Oh no, she didn't have a glitter. It was the way like she ordered it the way ours was, but just the horsehair had like a ton more glitter.
Interesting.
Than like the other one that I've
detail
seen.
about it. It's really beautiful.
This next one.
Alrighty. Somebody wants to know our opinion on holding up smaller dresses to a person or saying that I have to imagine how it looks.
I think that's insulting.
Having their family try on.
I'm sorry, we didn't even let you finish. But that is horrendous.
Do so
not
bad.
ever tell someone, oh, well, imagine what it looks like in your size.
And don't make anyone stick their arms through it. If soon as the woman says, let me put your arms through this and hold it up to you, you need to run like your butt is on fire. Yeah. Run in the opposite direction, because they don't understand what is happening. No. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend other shops.
Oh my god, no.
This has nothing to do with the store.
I'm heated.
This has to do with the stylist. Yeah. She doesn't understand, or she's not in touch with her. What's the word I'm looking for? Sympathy. She's not. What do I want to say?
I don't even know.
She's not like. Was pretty good word. She's not conscious of like what is appropriate at an appointment for a curvy woman. That's probably the best way to say it. She needs to understand, and I have to say, and again, I'm not making a dig, but I notice that this happens a lot when people say, I had an older stylist. And again, not making a dig at all, because younger stylists do it too if they don't know. But you should never say to someone, just put your arms in this, or your sister can try it on for you. Get the F out. Like, immediately, you need to leave, because, and I know that girls have done this because they didn't have a choice. At one time, there was no choice. But in this day and age, if you just look online and shop plus-size dresses in your area, you may have to travel a state or two. But isn't it worth it to try on 400 dresses and feel beautiful
and not have any limitations?
To have someone, no limitations. I just feel like I was going to travel to Maryland for mine.
Really?
Hell yeah. But I didn't want to. So I was like, I'm not really, I kind of like to stay at my home base, but whatever. Yeah. So that was really the whole thing. I was like, the only one I found was in Maryland. And if I couldn't find one here, that's where I was going.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
it, though.
Should just make one. How come we don't have one?
Wow. Brilliant. And that's how you have ivory.
That's how we have this. Yeah.
Wow.
So great.
Alright, so the next one is another question for us.
So don't be a dick.
Bloop,
bloop. Those are my bleeps for anyone that hasn't watched past podcasts, because I have to bleep Leigha sometimes.
So she curses, or I'll curse.
Yeah, and I go bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah, even though you hear the curse, and then you just hear the beeping after.
It's like delayed.
It's like a warning.
Yeah, it's like a
delayed warning.
It's a delayed warning. It's like, like when NBC has to bleep out, or like when the award shows are on, they have to like bleep out.
Yeah.
By the way, that was a shameless plug. Today's show, you should be sponsoring us. Not sponsoring us, but you should be showcasing us on your shop.
Absolutely.
On your Today's show. They should be more plus positive. They should.
Yeah.
I've seen them do stories on things. Why aren't you doing a story about the only plus size bridal shop in New York State that does plus size dresses? Mm-hmm. Every week I see them do style makeovers. They do weight loss things. Why are we not plus positive? Why? Someone tell me. I'm sorry, NBC.
Someone contact them. You. Let's all blast them with
We've
emails.
Tried. They don't care.
Well, now we have followers.
We had CBS come and do the story on us though. Mm-hmm. Yep. In fact, ABC was like, we don't want any part of it.
I remember that.
They told Dad that.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Whoever he spoke to, he saw the van, like on the side of the road, and she was like, I wanted to do a story. She's like, they don't want to do it.
Wow.
That's crazy. You're doing such a disservice to plus size women in the state. Like, are we trying to make everyone skinny? Okay, I'm getting way off topic. I could really go on about this for hours, but continue.
So this person wants to know if we are a sleeves fan. Leah is definitely.
I like sleeves.
Do I need to go over this again?
I didn't want sleeves.
So listen, I have to say.
No, I didn't want sleeves.
I know.
I love sleeves, but I don't love them on me. I do love sleeves, but I thought I wanted sleeves for myself. And then I tried on dresses that were fully sleeved, and I was like, I don't feel my best in this, or it doesn't feel like me. But I still love sleeves. Right. And I'll put them on everybody, and in hopes that they love sleeves.
Yeah. I did not want sleeves, and I did not want ball gown, and that's exactly what I got. So.
You go up with like the biggest ball gown
that's
in the
why
store.
I had the biggest ball gown in the store. That's why I say to everyone,
you never know
if
what
you
you
come
want.
in and say you don't want this, not that you're going to have it, but just try maybe one on and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Righty.
We're gonna have to bleep the guy outside.
Is he cursing?
Yeah, like a truck driver. That's a terrible reference, by the way.
Is it?
It really is. Like, I feel like
I have
why
a foul mouth. It's disgusting.
You know what?
But in front of my family,
he's really going to town out there.
I would never be caught dead cursing in front of my family.
I don't really curse.
My fiance,
my mom, that's about it.
My fiance has a bad mouth, and he will curse in front of his family, and he gets yelled at all the time. But me, I could never.
Doesn't like when I curse, but
no,
I do.
But I was raised. My mom curses a lot, but I'll never curse in front of her.
Really?
Yeah.
Gianna doesn't curse in front of me. I'm giving her the evil eye right now.
But you can
She's
see.
Actually a really good kid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have
Next
to agree with
fool.
that. She doesn't act like a kid at all. Next question.
Are we team ball gown or team fit and flare?
I'm both.
I'm both too.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I didn't ask.
If you had gun to the head and you had to choose ball gown or fit and flare.
Right now, I'm on a fit and flare kick, so I don't. If it's satin, I'm all in it.
Yeah.
If I had to do it again, I would probably do a fitted gown because I feel like I'm now working at the shop again, and like, you know, just the past 4 years, I've really evolved into wow. I feel like I feel better, like about myself, and not trying to hide everything.
Mm-hmm. I am obsessed with that new fitted
whatever makes you happy.
Essence satin one that just came in with the like crew neck top.
Yes. Yeah, that one's pretty.
I'm obsessed.
I think
with the slit.
If I had to choose right now, I'd
probably choose the temporary.
Disclosure.
No, I would choose that red one that's gonna come in.
Oh yeah. Disclosure, my dress is a ball gown. But if I could choose right now, I would do fit and flare. But that's the beauty of having two dresses.
That is the beauty.
So one is going to be my ball gown, and I'll have the best of both worlds.
On YouTube, we got a couple comments. Loving this podcast. It makes my entire week. What are your recommendations for shapewear and or undergarments for your dress? Wedding dresses are heavy, and I want to try and stay as cool as possible underneath and avoid some chub rub. Any brands or styles that you like best?
Oh,
Chub Rub is a great brand. I use it.
I've never tried it, but I want to.
It's great. I have to say it works, and it's called Chub Rub. It's amazing.
Or you
it's
could
awesome.
use the bandlet things we have.
Yeah, so we have they're called bandelettes.
Bandelettes?
I call them bandlets, but I think they're called bandelettes.
I think they're bandelettes
Someone
too.
can correct me. Maybe in the bandelet world. So they're like lace that goes around your thigh to prevent chafing. The Chub Rub is great because it's in like a deodorant thing. I believe it has no aluminum in it, which is what you want. You rub it on your thighs, bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go.
The no aluminum
it works.
thing.
Don't be putting aluminum next to your lady cakes.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually just use deodorant.
That is so bad.
I do.
If it has aluminum in it, it's so bad. You shouldn't be putting that next to your girlfriend.
I won't.
Treat her right, girlfriend. You gotta treat your girlfriend right.
Well, no one ever told me don't put deodorant down there.
No, it
helps.
can't have aluminum.
Sometimes though, like it's the only saving grace.
Well, yes, I'm not gonna lie. I've done it myself because I'm like, oh shit.
Especially
and
when
I
you
can't
have
find my
nothing
truck
else.
rub. And
oh my
yeah,
God.
or I've done powder, but now you can't even trust that anymore. As far as shapewear is concerned, for underneath your wedding dresses, if you don't have to wear shapewear, don't. Like, why would you wear it if you don't have to? If you have a ball gown or an A-line, 9 times out of 10 you don't have it.
Or even some
of the dresses are they have so much boning in them that you don't even need them.
So I
was
having
sitting on an
shorts.
air conditioned vent at my wedding just to get cool
God.
air underneath my dress. It was so hot. I'm telling podcast world.
Your bridal assistant was following you around with a Gatorade and a fan.
No, Jessica was fanning me with the Gatorade.
I thought your bridal attendant was doing it too.
She was too, but no, she was like holding the dress up. She had the Gatorade, letting me drink out of the straw. It was very hot. That dress was very, very, very warm.
Your bridal assistant was very nice.
She was awesome. A bridal attendant, worked their weight in gold. My girl Lucy at Sands Point, oh my God. That woman deserves like everything in the world. Okay, so this one says, I'm currently waiting on my dress to come in and I had a question about alterations. My stylist recommended the seamstress put in a built-in bra. What's the process for this? Do I need to find a bra for this dress? I'm oblivious to alterations. LOL.
So I think I touched on this earlier in the podcast today, that if you are doing your alterations and you feel most comfortable with a bra and not like the cups that are just sewn in, you can do that and we'll sew in that bra to your dress. You just have to make sure it is the right cut for your dress. If your dress has a low back, the bra has to have a low back. Or if it's cut down low in the front, the bra has to obviously emulate that. But it can be done. So if you're more comfortable with that, you can get a bra and then add it to your dress. But if you're like, I don't know what I want to do, see what your seamstress has, because we do have cups that can be just sewn in. You can get plain cups, you can get push-up cups. So that's just something that, you know, it's up to you, personal preference, but do what's comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, bra tape.
Bra tape too, yeah.
Yeah, bra tape's good stuff. That stuff will hold you in.
It does, yeah.
So I think that pretty much concludes our episode on frequently asked questions. As of now, if you have more questions, ask them on the bottom in our YouTube episode. You can ask them on Spotify. You can email them in. You can DM them in. Don't forget, we're on TikTok at Ivory Mean. It's not it's Ivory Mean. And then on Instagram at Ivory_and_Mean. And the email, which we said incorrectly last time, is info@ivorymean.com. But yeah, it's good stuff. So that's it, ladies.
Well, thank you for all of the questions and all the support so far. We can't wait to get into the nitty-gritty about wedding planning. We have so much that we still want to talk about.
God, there's so many things.
So much.
There's like another 20-something episodes left, so just keep watching.
I mean, they're never ending.
This is only episode 5.
They're never ending.
They're never ending. But I mean, like,
in this season?
Yeah. But then the next season starts the following week, so no, it doesn't matter.
I'm like, 20 episodes? Where are you
I don't know. I thought Andrea said something about 29 or something. I don't know.
No, and then maybe we'll take like a week break, and then we'll go
take a hiatus.
For a day.
For like a week.
I don't think I could stay away for that long.
No, me either. All right, peoples. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.